Test 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. It's about time for a Roundtable Net. Roundtable Net meets every Tuesday, approximately 5:30 p.m. Central Time on 7180. We're just a couple minutes early, but we usually have a few people that check in early. So, who's out there tonight? Give me a call. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. Looking for any early check-ins for Roundtable Net. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo, W5KUB in Collierville, Tennessee. The name is Tom, T-O-M Tom, and we're looking for check-ins for Roundtable Net. Call now. This is W5KUB. Oh, you're a little weak, but I heard you. Try again and let me see if I can pull you in. Over.
Okay, Tues, Delta 5, Uniform Romeo.
I should be able to get it, but I didn't. I got a Delta, I think. Let's start over. Let's keep trying it. I guarantee you I'll get you. We got some static crashes here, but we'll get you in there. Try it again.
Okay, Tues,
Roger. I'm originally from Michigan, but I've been out in California since 1978, so I guess you could...
Well, no, man, was it Kilo Delta 5? Kilo Delta 5? Try again. Alright, well, I'm sorry, didn't get it. There's a little bit of QRM on here, and we got a lot of static. We'll get it in just a minute. Just stick around. I'm sure we'll be able to pull you in there in just a couple minutes there. So, this is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo, and we are looking for check-ins for Roundtable Net. Give us a call. This is W5KUB.
It's a little agricultural down here.
Well, I heard another one in there. But didn't pull you through. There's a little QRM on the frequency and a lot of static crashes here. Stand by, you guys, and just try it again here in a couple minutes. Give us a couple minutes. The propagation will change, and the band will probably go up and down. So we'll get you in just a minute or two. Let's see if there's any new people, anybody else that haven't tried to check in yet. Give us a call now. This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo.
That was my November 4 Charlie Sierra Golf.
Yeah, I got you pretty good signal there. November 4 Charlie Sierra Golf. This is W5KUB. Your name's Tom, T-O-M Tom, and we're near Memphis, Tennessee. Over.
Roger there, Tom. Name here is Chris. I am located in a little town called Gate City, Virginia. That was my November 4th. And I'm listening to you on YouTube there, and I just heard my call come over there. But sounds like you got me pretty good. But anyway, doing pretty good today. Just got in from work and messing around on the radio. I seen you pop up on email there, and I figured I'd come over here and see if you'd started the net yet. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, real fine, Chris. Good signal in here from Virginia, and glad you saw yourself there on the webcast. I was just looking back. I've got this streaming on a different PC, so it's behind me, so I can't see it. And I think I had the audio. I had to do a little audio adjustment there, but I think it's doing okay. But anyway, you should be able to see the S meter there. We're running a 40 meter extended double ZEP antenna here. It's about 172 feet long. The center's up about 80 feet in the air. And we're running about a kilowatt here with an old Alpha 86 amp. And the radio is the ICOM 7610. Well, Chris, stand by just a minute there, and let's pick up a few more. We started just a couple minutes early. It is 5:30 now, and we'll probably start to get some more check-ins. So let me take a few more check-ins. Call now. This is W5 KUB. Was that a Juliet Papa Lima? Okay, all right, I got you there. KG5 JPU. Yeah, well, this is W5 KUB. That's Anthony. Anthony down in Texas. How you doing, Anthony? Anthony, you faded out. You faded out on me, so I didn't get that. The band's going to come up and down. I'll come back around to you there in a minute. Let's take a couple more check-ins for Roundtable Net. This is W5 KUB. All right, I heard a Zulu. Try again.
Kilo 5 United Zulu. November United, N3NU, N3NU.
Okay, K5UZZ, K5UZZ. This is W5 KUB. You kind of faded on me there toward the end. I got your call with no problem at all. What's the name there and where are you located? Over.
The name is Ray. Romeo Alpha Yankee. 102L, Mississippi, Russia.
Okay, Ray, real fine. A little QRM starting to come here. I think the band is changing. It's probably going a little long right now. But anyway, we got you in here, Ray. I'll try to come back in a minute and pick you up there. Are there any other check-ins for Roundtable Net? This is W5, Kilo Uniform Bravo.
Kilo 5, Julia Papa Uniform.
Yeah, Anthony, I got you. Go ahead.
I can hear you a lot better now. I was just checking for the count, but I'll be in the wings if you want to cut back a bit.
Okay, very good, Anthony. Just stick around if you want to. We'll try to call you here in a few minutes and see how things are going down in Texas. And we hope we see you on the live show tonight at 8 p.m. Let's take a few more check-ins there. And Ray, I heard you, but you faded on me. It'll get better. We'll pick you up again in a minute, Ray. Any other check-ins? This is W5, Kilo Uniform Bravo.
Whiskey 3, Uniform Golf.
All right, there's a couple in there. I got a couple in there. I heard Whiskey 3, Uniform Golf, and also I heard Jim in here. Let me pick Jim up first. Jim, W84DAW, W5 KUB. How you doing today?
W5 KUB, W84DAW. Yes, doing well. Hope you are. Had a great day today, and looking forward to the show tonight.
Okay. Well, we're making a little changes tonight on the show. We were going to have Alan Weiner with us tonight to talk about the new super shortwave station. He's traveling, so we're going to reschedule that for next week. And we'll probably also have our audio on the super shortwave station on 9330 next week during the show. But tonight we've got Rich on from CQ, and we've got Katie with us tonight, and we've got Bill Brown. It should be interesting to get on Bill Brown tonight because we're going to talk about some balloon launches that he has recently done, and maybe we'll even get into our next balloon launch, where we're going to try to get it around the world this time. So stand by, Jim, and we'll pick you back up in a minute. Let me pick up W3UG, W5KUB.
Whiskey 5, KUB, Whiskey 3 Uniform Golf. This is Jim in Cascadia Springs, Tennessee. Thanks for the acknowledgement. I was really trying to test this radio after having an outfield day and getting a little water in it. So it seems to be working fine, and I appreciate that. 3 Uniform Golf.
Well, okay, James, real fine. They're in Christian Springs, Tennessee. Very good. Copying you fair tonight. And, okay, just let that radio dry out. I tell you what, been a ham for 55 years now, and back in the early 2-meter days, we ran these taxi cab radios, the old tube taxi cab radios, and we would even wash those. We would wash them in the dishwasher. We would wash them in the dishwasher and let them dry out really good, and they looked like they were brand new, and they worked fine after that. So hopefully you didn't get too much water in there, and it is working okay there, James. James, I hope we'll see you at the show tonight, the live show tonight, 8 p.m. on W5KUB.com, and that will be 8 p.m. Central Time. Back to you, James, W3UG, W5KUB.
W5KUB, Whiskey 3 Uniform Golf. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm familiar with those old FM radios from the cabs. I used to be a dispatcher for a cab company about 30 years ago or so, and we also at night, instead of dispatching from the office, I would get in one of the units, and we had a switch we could throw, and it would hook me to the phone system so I could answer the phone from the car radio, which was kind of cool for 30 years ago. So appreciate it, and yeah, I'll check into your broadcast tonight. Thanks, Roger. Appreciate it. Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo from Whiskey 3 Uniform Golf 7-3.
Okay, James, thank you so much. And yeah, well, the old phone patch, that was kind of a neat deal back many years ago, and we felt like big shots. We had a handy talkie, and it had a touch tone pad on it, and we were, I guess, the first mobile telephones out there. Okay, James, very good. We'll see you on the show tonight, 8 p.m. Central Time. Any other check-ins for Roundtable? I heard a bunch of people calling. There was a pile-up a minute ago. I'll try again. Looking for check-ins for Roundtable Net. This is W5KUB.
Whiskey 4, fresh hot coffee.
There was a Whiskey 4 that was loud, and then he faded. Who was the Whiskey 4?
You got him, Whiskey 4, fresh hot coffee, Fox Hotel Charlie, Fred in North Carolina.
All right, Fred, they're in North Carolina, W4FHCW5KUB. I'm not sure if you've checked the internet before, but welcome. And we're in North Carolina. What part of the state are you in, over?
We're in the Golden City, Goldsboro, Wayne County, North Carolina, home of Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, which we retired from 29 years ago. When Air Force retired, I've been here in Goldsboro, going on 50 years, over.
Well, okay. Well, I'm Air Force myself. I spent 4 years in the Air Force from 1969 to about 73. Air Force, and the reason I asked about North Carolina, we have a home over in North Carolina. It's in the western part of the state, over in the Appalachian Mountains. It's near Silva, down that way. And in fact, my wife is going over there in a couple of days. I'm gonna stay here. I didn't get invited. It's an all-girls trip over there. Fred, over.
Copy. One of my net controllers for South Coast Amateur Radio Service. I'm a net controller for South Coast. I keep net schedule. I keep 35 net controller schedule, 8 to 1, 365 days a year, including Christmas, except on Sunday. I'm in church, and then ND4Z Rick out of Lake Murray, South Carolina, takes care of it. But I got a net controller. It's India Mike Zulu is the last part of this call. I can say K4 India Mike Zulu. Randy, he lives in Silva, North Carolina, over.
Okay, well, I may have met him. Let's see, we're just south of there. It's Jackson County, and I was over there last year and gave a talk and a presentation to the Jackson County Amateur Radio Club. They had about 30 members there. They come down all the way from Silva and different places, so he may have even been in a meeting there. Well, Fred, this may be your first time to join us. This roundtable is this net is open to anybody and everybody out there. It was initiated by viewers of our ham radio show on Tuesday nights. They wanted to get together and talk a little on HF, but we have a ham radio show on W5KUB.com Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And join us if you've never joined us before. We'd love to have you in there, Fred. Over.
Copy. Well, thank you. I think I might have checked in with you guys before. I lost my home to Hurricane Matthew in 2016, so I've been on the air, but I haven't been checking into the net too much like I used to. But we finally got the money for a home about 2 weeks ago. After 2 years, 8 months, and 4 days, and I finally got the balance completed on the old home. I had 2 foot of water, but I had to buy a new home, which I bought here in February the 6th, 2017. But anyway, we got that all squared away now, and we had some money, and we're starting to do some things that we wanted to do that we're holding off on because we knew we were going to get the money. We just didn't know when. That was a long 2 years, 8 months, and 4 days. I wish a flood on anybody. Over.
Well, I tell you, that's tough there, Fred. But it sounds like you survived it and you're making it through it, and maybe after several years, you're starting to get a little closure there and getting things going again. All right, well, Fred, stand by. We'll come back by around and maybe pick you up again in a few minutes if you're still around. There's been a bunch of people trying to check in the net, and I'd like to get a few more check-ins here. So if you're trying to check in the Roundtable net, give me a call now. This is W5KUB. Man, there was a bunch in here. Very weak. There was 3 or 4 in there. Let me say, Russ, was that you? KG0BK, W5KUB. Russ, was that you? All right, Russ, we'll see you on the show tonight, 8 o'clock Central Time. We'll see you. Hopefully tune in to the show, and we'll have a good time tonight. There were some other stations weak, but on top of each other, so I didn't get your call. Let's try again for check-ins. This is W5KUB. Oh, there was three on top of each other. Let me take first the W5. I mean a K5. K5, go ahead.
K5.
I heard you, but I did not make it. Let's try. I think there's a WD0 maybe.
Whiskey Delta 3 Oscar, WD30.
WD3F, W5KUB. Hello there.
Correction, Whiskey Delta 3 Oscar, WD30. Yourself?
Yeah, I got you. WD3F. This is W5KUB.
W5KUB, let's see the action. Whiskey Delta 3 Oscar.
All right, let me see if I got it. Whiskey Delta 3 Oscar. Is it in Oscar? Over.
Roger, Oscar, WD3F.
All right, boy, I tell you, that static crash was hitting that O and making it sound like an N here. Very good. Thanks for checking in. And name here is Tom. TOM Tom. We're near Memphis, Tennessee. What's your name and where you're located? Over.
Roger, Tom. Pleasure. Name is David. Midlothian, Virginia. Just outside of the state capital of the Commonwealth, Richmond.
Okay, Dave, I got you there in Virginia, near the Capitol there in Virginia. Very good. Static is doing a number on you, but I'm getting most of it there. Thanks a lot for checking our net tonight. Stand by with us, and we'll try to come back around in a few minutes and rotate it by everybody and see what's been going on this week with them. And let me take one more check-in before I kind of go through the rotation. There was a bunch more calling, so let's get another check-in real quick. This is W5, KUB.
Kilo 5 Alpha Romeo November.
Man, there was about 6 stations. The K5 something Romeo November. This is W5, KUB.
This is Kilo 5 Alpha Romeo November, Arnie in Columbus.
Hey Arnie, how you doing, man? I didn't know who you were until I got all your call. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. We had a great field day in Alabama. I joined the Vernon group there, and we were in Fayette, Alabama, and we had a great time.
Well, that's great. I went to a couple of field days here. It was really, really hot. Not much going on. The bands didn't sing too good. And then I went to another field day down in Mississippi. Went to the Olive Branch field day, which was moved up to South Haven, and they had practically zero going on, almost nothing going on. So I left and came home, and on the way home got in a major rainstorm. Over.
Yeah, we had a rainstorm in the afternoon on Saturday that cooled everything down. So it was cool and nice all night and Sunday morning. And we had 2 stations, 40 meter and 20 meter, and I ran the VO2 Alpha, so I was running the 20 meters, and I managed to make 50 contacts.
Well, that's great. Now, that club in Alabama, was that near Huntsville? Over?
No, it's in Vernon, Alabama, which is very close to the west border to Mississippi.
Okay, I got you there. Very good, Arnie. Okay, great. Well, Arnie, thanks for checking in. Stand by. We had about 6 people calling, and that makes it difficult, but let me take another check-in. Looking for the check-ins for Roundtable Nets, W5, KUB.
Kilo Charlie 1, Delta Whiskey Papa.
Kilo Delta 5, Papa Uniform Romeo.
All right, I had 2 in here. Kilo Charlie 1, Delta Whiskey Papa. There was also a 5 UR, so stand by the 5 UR. I'll pick you up in just a minute. KC1DWP, W5 KUB.
Roger. Hi, Tom. This is Jeff, KC1DWP in Brentwood, Tennessee. First time check-in.
All right, well, Jeff, very good. That one call threw me off there. I know where Brentwood is, so anyway, here you're pretty good there. And glad you found us and you checked in, and we're glad to have you. Jeff, this is Roundtable Net, and it's open to anybody and everybody out there. It's a net that follows our live ham radio show on Tuesday nights, and it's just an opportunity for all of our viewers to get together and talk with each other and check in, before the show. So we've got several new people in here. Let me just mention that if you would join our Facebook group, W5KUB is our Facebook group. It'll give you a lot of information, and check us out on QRZ for information about all the webcasts that we do there. And hopefully you'll join us tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time for our live show tonight. Jeff, back to you. KC1DWP, W5KUB.
Thank you, Tom. The reason the call sign 3 Buck is not relocated here from Connecticut, and I've been here for about a year, love it in this area. Friday, I retired from 39 years working in R&D in the pharmaceutical industry, and I'm really glad to be in this room. and getting active in radio, and looking forward to listening to the program tonight.
All right. Well, you can do more than just listen to it. You can actually watch it. It's like a TV show. It's at w5kub.com. We usually have guests from around the world on, and we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of great co-hosts on there, and we can. Well, a lot of times we'll open up the phone lines where you can call in if you want to call in. We also have a chat room there. It all can be found at w5kub.com. And we invite you to join us tonight, 8 p.m. Central Time. Well, Jeff, let me see who the other station was. I think I might know who it was, but I didn't get all the calls. So the 5 station ending with UR. This is W5KUB. Didn't get it. The band has taken a dive here. Any other check-ins real quick? New check-ins for Roundtable. This is W5KUB. All right, let's see if anybody's still around here. Chris over in Virginia, N4CSG, W5KUB. You still with us, Chris?
Yeah, I'm still listening.
All right, I don't know how good the signals are tonight. You're still real copyable there, and we just had David there check in from out near the capital of Virginia. I wasn't hearing him too good. Hearing you better. But anyway, so Chris, did you guys do field day this year? Over?
Yeah, me and the wife, we went out to the local club there and stayed for a little bit. Didn't do no operating, just went out and checked them out and just, listened around a little bit, caught them right as they was getting through eating their supper there Saturday evening. But, yeah, it was pretty good time they had over, I reckon. Not too bad. I don't know how well they done, how many contacts they got, but the band is in pretty rough shape there. Again, they didn't make too many contacts, but anyway, I'll turn back over to you.
Okay, Chris, great. Yeah, the band was in bad shape here too. Not much going on, especially the second field day I went to down in Mississippi. They weren't having much luck at all on the bands there. All right, let's check and see if Anthony down in Texas is still with us. Anthony, you're still copying KG5JTU. This is W5KUB.
W5KUB, KG5JTU. Yeah, I'm still here listening, Tom. You're sounding great, other than the band is somewhat changing, but I'm sure you're trying to persevere as much as I am. Perfect.
Well, okay, glad you still got a copy on us down here. The QRM seems to have gone away, but the static is still there. Well, Anthony, we'll see you at the show tonight. Hopefully we'll have a fun time tonight. Let's see if Ray is still in here. Ray, K5UZZ, W5KB. You still here, Ray?
Yeah, Tom, we still in here listening. You're sounding good down here, but I only have 100 watts, Tom, and I don't want you to strain your ears on that end. All right, Tom, we'll be listening in tonight on the show there. Take care. W5KUB, K5UZZ.
Well, Ray, that 100 watts is doing a great job for you. In fact, out of the probably the 10 or 12 people that have checked in today, I would say you're in the top 3. You're in the top 3 as far as a strong signal. Okay, Ray, thanks. We'll see you on the show tonight. Jim, South Carolina. Let's see how Jim's doing over there. WA5DAW, W5KUB.
Hey, WA4DAW. I was copying Ray over here too. I'm not sure where he's located, but he was coming in copyable here with that 100 watts. Anyway, just checking with you. Are you going to be on 5130 tonight or 9330?
Well, it'll be on 5130 tonight, 5130, and we're wanting to try to improve that some way. There's several different frequencies we can get on, but I I've rescheduled my shortwave segment show. I'm trying to reschedule it for next week. And then next week we probably will be on 9330 kilohertz. And let me tell you, they're just testing right now. If you saw my Facebook group, you saw the antenna. This antenna is like 300 foot high. It's about 100 tons of steel, and it's rotatable. It's the only antenna like it in the United States. And they're putting on a 500 kilowatt transmitter. They've been on, if you listen on 9330 now, you'll probably hear it. They're running low power. They're running low power, but they're coming in about 40 or 50 over S9 here on low power. And when I say low power, I mean about 100,000 watts. But once they get the antenna and everything adjusted, they're gonna pop it up to about 500,000 watts. I think we'll be on 9330 next week for that show, Jim. And sorry I put you in the wrong call area. WA4DAW W5KB.
Okay, Tom, real good. Yeah, I'm anxious to see Alan's presentation on your show maybe next week or whenever he does it. I've seen their website and a few things on YouTube, and of course what you had on YouTube also, and that is really impressive. Listen, I'll let you get back to everybody else on that and say hello to everybody, and I'm going to go ahead and check out. So W5KUB, WA4DAW, 73 to all.
Okay, Jim. Well, the station, the shortwave station, is going to be really impressive now with that antenna, with the 500 kilowatt transmitter. They're putting a lot of money. They're putting over $1 million in on just that frequency there. And it's going to be great. You know, Alan has kind of always run things on a shoestring, and a lot of stuff is surplus. They'll go and get surplus modulators and transformers and military radios, and that's how he has had the station on for a number of years. But they've finally gone big time here with a 500 kilowatt Continental station. And it's going to be something. And we'll probably also talk about the days of the pirate radio when he was a shortwave pirate. And I've got video of the FCC and the Coast Guard going out to his ship and arresting him and shutting his station down. So we'll probably talk about all that. Alan does not condone pirate radio to anyone now, and he'll flat tell you that. And he is licensed with the FCC and owns a number of shortwave and AM and FM stations there. 73 Jim, we'll see you later on the show tonight. Let's see if James over in Tennessee is still there. W3UG, W5KUB. You still there, James? All right, didn't hear James. How about Fred? Fred over in North Carolina, W4FHC, W5KUB.
W5KUB, W4 Fresh Hot Coffee. Got a good copy on you, still 5.9 plus on me here in Goldsboro. I was just checking out you guys' website while you were talking there earlier, and I really like that. A lot of good information, a lot of real nice pictures there, and I'm looking forward to getting on Tuesday nights and listening to you guys, maybe check in with you or whatever there. And like I say, we're finally getting back to halfway normal again after the flood, and getting back to the gray equipment set up and stuff. And like I said, tonight I'm running with a Kenwood TS890 Sugar, new Kenwood, and I'm running about 500 watts with the Alpha Delta DXCC fan dipole at 36 feet there, over.
Okay, well that's doing really good there for you. You probably hold the record for the best signal tonight during the net. We're running close to a kilowatt here. The antenna is a 40 meter extended double ZEP. The center's up about 80 feet, and the antenna is about 172 feet long. It's supposed to have a little bit of gain to it. Radio is an ICOM 7610 here, Fred. Glad you found our site there. I don't know if you've gone to w5kub.com, but if you go there, you can actually watch the S meter. We're actually broadcasting the net right now, and you can see your S meter on the webcast here. Thanks a lot for checking in. Hopefully you'll join us tonight on the show at at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Fred. Let me see. We got some more check-ins. Check-ins for Roundtable Net. This is W5KUB.
Whiskey Zulu 5 X-ray, WZ5X.
Man, Bill, WZ5X, W5KUB. Bill, you must be running about 10 kW there. You break the record tonight, man.
Well, you're doing good too. You're 20 over 9, Tom, and it's hot over here. Over.
Well, it's been very hot here too, I tell you, man. But hey, good to hear from you, Bill. I haven't heard from you in a long, long time there. I hope you're doing well there and everything. And but glad you found us on the net tonight. You probably saw it on our Facebook page or something. Over.
Oh yeah, trying out my new radio. I've had it about 3 weeks, Tom. I got a TS590SG, as I told you about, and we're running about close to 700 watts to the old Ameritron AL811H that I got in 2004. Over. And the antenna, Tom, is the half-wave homebrew dipole with a 4-to-1 balun. Over.
Well, okay, you can't beat a homebrew amplifier there. Well, very good, Bill. Bill, I didn't see you dating this year. You didn't make it up there, did you?
No, we didn't go, Tom. I'll tell you what, I was 80 years old Flag Day, and the older you get, the harder it is to travel. Over.
Well, Bill, I tell you, it's hard for me to believe you're 80. Of course, I'm a little younger than you. You were older than me in school and everything, so we didn't hang out together. But of course, in our adult lives, we hung out a lot more. Bill, I've turned 71, man. I'm pulling 71 and pushing 72 here. Over.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew you were about 9 years younger than I. And like I say, we didn't hang out in school, but we did plenty. After 1975, we hung out a lot. Over.
Well, you know, some things kind of get in the way of life here. You know, you were younger than me, and then all of a sudden you end up in the Marines there for a while, and then after that I end up in the Air Force for a while. So that kind of separates us, doesn't it?
Yeah, it did. And then we went to I went to Mississippi State my first year of college, and then graduated from Memphis State in 1964. And you went to Russellville, to Arkansas Tech. And then started at FedEx in 78, and I started at FedEx in 84. Over.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Even when you don't have fun, the time flies there. Yeah, Bill, I tell you, I'm slowing down. At my age, I'm slowing down too, and I don't know how much longer I can make it. I understand you're not getting up there to Dayton last year or two. Oh, man. Well, anyway, glad to have you on the net tonight, Bill. Thanks so much for checking in here. Hopefully you'll join us on the show tonight at 9 p.m. if you can stay up that late. Over.
Yeah, that's a stretch, Tom. I tell you what, my older age, I go to bed about 8:30, something like that. A lot of times I'm sound asleep. Like last night, I was sound asleep at 8:30. So it's a little bit different than it was back when we were going to Dayton in 1980. Let's see, my first trip up there with you was in 83, I believe it was. Yeah, 83. So back to you, W5KUB, WZ5X.
Well, Bill, if you'll look back in some of the old pictures on my Facebook group here, you might remember this. It was a picture of you and Chris in the back seat of my Diamante, that car I had. And we bought that ice chest. It was about the size of a casket, and you guys had that thing in your lap. Over.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and I saw that on the Facebook. I've seen several of the pictures you posted. I actually read the Facebook and everything, and I have seen those pictures. Over.
Oh yeah, well I'll tell you. Well, fun times. Can't believe we've been going up to Hamvention for 37 years now. So, wow. Anyway, Bill, thanks a lot for checking in. We'll come back around to you in a minute, unless you go take a nap or something. Let me take a few more check-ins. and see if anybody else wants to jump in here with us. And then we'll probably close the net down in the next 15 or 20 minutes and get ready for the show tonight. So, any other check-ins for Roundtable Net? This is W5KUB. All right, a lot of shy people out there. I didn't hear anybody. Check-ins, taking check-ins for Roundtable. This is Whiskey 5, Kilo Uniform Bravo.
Kilo Golf
Whiskey
5,
America 8,
Kilo
Uniform Sugar.
5, Papa, Uniform Romeo.
All right, there was 3 or 4 called. I heard PUR, standby PUR. There's a WA8I question mark S. Let's take that one first.
It's Whiskey America 8, Italy, the Uniform Sugar. Go ahead.
Okay, WA8IUS W5KUB. The name's Tom, T-O-M Tom, and we're right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. Over.
QSL Tom. We're looking at your picture right up online, and thought we'd jump in here. First time for us. We've seen you many times at Dayton and Huntsville and so forth, but have never talked to you before. RQTH is Georgetown, Tennessee, right near Cleveland, Tennessee. Go ahead.
Okay, and what's the name there?
The name is Merle. Mike, Echo, Romeo, Lima, Echo. Merle, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Merle, real fine. Well, we'll be at Huntsville again here in a couple months. Are you going to make it back down to Huntsville again?
Yeah, we're planning on it. We've got the date saved on the calendar, so anything can happen between now and then, but we're definitely planning on it. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll be sure and stop by our booth there and say hi to us, and we'll be right next to the stage where we've been every year there. Over.
Hey, will do. Like I said, we've seen you many times at Dayton and there at Huntsville, and at Dayton we always jump into the chat room hoping we can win something, but hasn't happened yet. But we didn't make it to Dayton this year or last year. It just seems like something comes up every time when we want to go and don't get to. The wife said the other night, we've got to plan on going to Dayton next year. We're not getting any younger. We're just a little older than you are, Tom. We'll let you know if we can pick up some others. We'll hang in here on the website for the go-around a little later on tonight. W5KUE, WA8IUS.
Okay, WA8IUS, W5KB. Okay, very good, Merle, and we'll see you at the show tonight. Thanks a lot for checking in, Net, and we'll run across you there, maybe at Huntsville there. And don't feel bad. I'm in the chat room. I've been in the chat room for many, many years, and I've never won a prize either from our show, that is. Hambot just doesn't like me. Let me pick the other station up. I think it was a PUR. Was there a PUR calling? W5KUB.
And 4BCD.
All right. I think there's a PUR in here, but I heard Mark. Hello, Mark. Mark, chairman of the Huntsville Hamfest, the friendliest hamfest in the country, probably in the world. Huntsville, Alabama, coming up here in August. Go ahead, Mark, N4BCD W5KUB.
Well, good afternoon, Tom, and thank you for that introduction. I just got the radio turned back on from Field Day. It was a hot and busy weekend over here in Huntsville, and we didn't make as many contacts as we did last year, but we all had fun. Everybody stayed safe, had a great picnic. Even got Channel 19 News out to do a segment with us, and we plugged the Huntsville Hamfest afterward. Tom, I got 2 questions regarding Huntsville Hamfest. The first one is, are anybody besides you and Kathy coming from W5KUB land?
Well, with me, no. I don't know if Katie or usually Katie and some of the others, just come on their own for various reasons. They don't come for the show specifically, but Right now, it's just going to be me and Kathy, I think, over.
Okay, I wanted to make sure, I want to pre-print some name badges for you with media credentials. And the second thing is to let you know that we've identified a person to take care of that IT stuff that we talked about.
Oh, that's great. That's real good. I think that's the most professional way to handle it, and the most political way. All the different professional, all the P's, political, professional, proper. I can't think of any more, but I'm sure a lot more P's out there. But yeah, hey, that'll work out great, Mark.
Okay, very good, Tom. Like I say, I just popped in here, got the radio turned on. It's not talking to my computer. Somehow the computer reassigned the ports, so we got to work through that tonight. Also going to grill a couple of steaks. I've been away from the kitchen for a while, and we're looking for, my wife and I both looking for a home-cooked meal tonight. So I'll say 73, let you pick up the other stations, Tom, and I'll probably get on the program tonight, okay?
Okay, great, very good. And hey, we want to get you guys on the program. On the show here over the next couple months, at least 2 or 3 times, and we'll talk about the great upcoming ham event here. All right, Mark. I'll see you a little later. Thanks a lot for checking in, man.
Okay, thanks, Tom. 73 and 4BCD.
All right, let me try the PUR again. PUR, go ahead.
Kilo Delta 5, Papa Uniform Romeo.
Got you that time, man. How you doing? KD5 PUR W5 KUB. All right, well, I didn't copy much of that. Didn't copy a whole lot. But Andrew, thanks for checking in. I thought that's who it was when I saw the PUR. I was pretty certain it was going to be you coming in from LaGrange, Texas, down here. Don't think we're going to be able to talk because your signal faded back out. But we did get you in here. I'll probably see you in the chat room on the show tonight. I'll pass it back one last time and see if you have any comments. KD5 PUR W5 KUB.
I won't hold it, but I will see you in the chat room tonight.
Okay, Andrew, I copied that. We'll see you in the chat room tonight. Thanks a lot for checking in to Roundtable Net. And let's take a couple more check-ins. Any new check-ins for Roundtable Net? This is W5 KUB.
WN4T, Whiskey November 4 Tango.
All right, there were several in there, but Whiskey November 4 Tango, W5 KUB.
W5 KUB, this is WN4T. Tom, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sitting here watching you on the internet. And the handle here is Glenn, and I'm as lost as a green ball in high weeds. I've been out of ham radio for well over 30 years and just got back into it a few months ago, and everything seems new to me. The only thing I think I retained was a little bit of CW. So all this stuff, watching you and hearing you talk, it just reaffirms that I have an awful lot to catch up on. But it sounds interesting. I'm going to stay abreast of your roundtable and your podcast and all that stuff, and I think I'm out to pick up a few things to learn, Tom, so I'll send it back to you. W5KUB, this is WN4T.
All right, WN4T, W5KUB, and I hate you had to sell that motorcycle to get that rig, over.
I did too. I think that was about my 11th motorcycle, and my wife, every time I buy one, she keeps telling me, you better make this your last one. And I sell it, and about 6 months later, I got another one. But I'm 69 years old and blind in one eye. Probably didn't have any business riding one to begin with. But I'm kind of focusing more on other things now that I'm retired, and I'm going to I think, enjoy this hobby now. I got my little room set up in the back. My wife has her hobby room, so we're good to go for sure. I'm located in Keystone Heights, Florida, and that is we're kind of between Jacksonville and Gainesville, kind of south of both of those just a little bit. So hot, been in the hundreds today. Can't go outside and do a dang thing. Tom, I won't keep you. Other people I know want to talk, but it sure is a pleasure to see you and get to talk to you, and I hope to do it again sometime, too. So back to you for a final W5KUB. This is WN4T.
All right, WN4T, W5KUB. Well, very good, Glenn. I'll tell you, I'm just a few years older than you, but I had a motorcycle once. I actually used it as a dirt bike. It really wasn't a dirt bike, but I rode it out in the fields, and man, I'd go down the fields at night there with the headlight on, chasing rabbits and everything, and I finally realized that sometimes a cotton row will stop that bike pretty quick, and I just went over the handlebars. It was so funny going over those handlebars, but I tell you, it's best that I didn't ride much more. I could have been hurt. Those things can hurt you. So I don't know if you still got one, but ham radio is a little bit safer anyway, and glad you're back on ham radio. We've been licensed for 55 years. Tried to stay active most of the time. And hey, we're not up in all this new technology, like all this digital stuff, FT8 and all that stuff. I don't even operate any of that, don't even know how. We're kind of old school here. Okay, Glenn, 73, hopefully you'll tune into the show tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on W5KUB.com, and would love to have you there. Let me take another check-in or two real quick, and let's see who else is out there. This is W5KUB.
AG3I, America, Germany, 3, Italy.
Kilo Mike 4, Victor Tango Echo.
All right, so I heard Marty in there. Marty, good signal, AG3I, W5KUB. How are you tonight?
Good evening, Tom, and I've been copying the net, listening to it actually on the internet. I see you're transmitting live, and just thought it would be neat to check in. I'd also report that I participated in my first field day since 1973. And it was as much fun as I remember, maybe a little bit more. You've got a good signal up here tonight, Tom. I'll turn it back to you. W5KUB from AG3I.
Yeah, AG3I, W5KUB. Okay, very good. Well, I don't know how well we're doing on the internet tonight. The system I'm using is behind me, so I don't know if the audio just sounds terrible or if it's okay. I'm not able to really adjust the audio for the show very much here, but glad you made it to field day. I went out and visited a couple field days this weekend. It was really hot down here, 105 degrees, not much going on. People are just trying to stay cool. Glad you're back in the hobby, and you sounded good from up that way, Marty. Thanks a lot for checking in, and we will see you a little later. There was another station, VTE, the VTE station. Call now. This is W5KUB.
This is Kilo Mike 4, Victor Tango Echo, Tommy in Dallas, Georgia.
All right, I think you said Tommy, KM4 VTE. This is W5KUB. Name's Tom, TOM Tom, and we're just right outside of Memphis there. And Tommy, I don't know if you followed the show or checked in before. Your call's not that real familiar to me. So did you just run across us tonight, or maybe saw us on Facebook? KM4VTE, W5KUB.
W5KUB, KM4VT. Well, I can give you one little reminder, and you'll remember who I was. Huntsville Hamfest, Saturday Grand Prize, and that would jog your memory. Yeah, I did see it on the Facebook page, and so I figured I'd come downstairs and check in real quick. I haven't even ate my dinner yet this evening, so I just want to come in and say hi. And I hope everyone out here in the net, and I'll try to tune in the internet show. I have occasionally, but not often. But I'll try to tune in tonight and watch it over.
Yeah, I know who you are, Tommy. Yeah, but I just looked you up on QRZ. It says you're in Dallas. I thought you were you lived somewhere down in the southeast when you came to Huntsville. It seemed like to me when you left and won that prize last time, you were heading out southeast or something. I don't know. Over.
Yeah, I did head out. I was heading back towards the Georgia line, and I stopped at a restaurant. I can't even think of the name of it. Whatever it was. Anyway, yeah, we was out there when I got the phone call. So now I grew up. I think I may have told you I grew up in South Louisiana, and was not a ham operator until I moved here to Georgia. So loving the hobby and enjoyed field day with a big group of guys in the Silver Comet Radio Club over here in Dallas, and looking forward to some contesting coming up, and just doing whatever I can on radio. I really enjoy the hobby. So I'm a back on out of here, and there's probably several more calling, and my wife's stirring the pot upstairs. So Tom, I just want to say good evening, and good to hear you again. I'll try to watch the show this evening, and I'll be clear on your final KM4 VTE to W5 KUB.
Okay, KM4 VTE W5 KUB. Yep, I tell you, I remember that day. Just what was it? I don't know. Was it last year or the year before? Anyway, I remember you winning the prize. You'd already left, and you turned around and came back. I think you came up in the hospitality room. I think I saw you in the hospitality room there after you had come back. In fact, Mark, N4 BCD, chairman of the Huntsville Ham Fest, he's on the net with us here tonight, and it's a great Ham Fest. Don't know if you're going to make it back this year or not, but if you do, drop by and see us. Let me take a couple more check-ins real quick. This is Whiskey 5, Kilo Uniform Bravo.
Kilowatt Julius 4, Zulu Mike Victor.
I think there was a 4 Zulu Mike Victor.
Yeah, Roger on that there. It's Kilowatt Japan 4, Zulu Mike Victor, KJ4, Zulu Mike Victor. Name here is Terrence. Name is Terrence, and I'm located in Clarksville, Indiana. Roger.
Okay, Clarksville, Indiana. And the name again?
Yeah, the name is Terrence. Name is Terrence. Tango Echo Romeo Alpha November Charlie Echo. Terrence. Roger.
Okay, Terrence. I think we've talked before there. Well, very good. You got a fairly good signal here. A little bit of static crashes, giving you a little bit of trouble. How you hearing us up there? Over.
Well, I got a nice copy on you. You're 5'9" here in Clarksville, Indiana, and man, you got a beautiful signal coming this way, Roger.
Okay, very good, Terrence. Thank you so much, and thanks for the nice signal report there. Hopefully you'll join us with the show tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. We're going to close the net down in just a couple minutes. Let me take one or two more check-ins. Real quick, looking for check-ins for Roundtable Net. This is W5 KUB.
Kilo Echo 4 Yankee Zulu Foxtrot.
All right, there were several in there, but I got KE4YZF. This is W5 KUB.
Hey, good evening, Tom. This is Bobby over here in Gardendale, Alabama. I just want to jump in real quick and wave a hand and plan on being there to watch the show tonight. How are you?
Well, I've been pretty good. Glad you're going to be with us tonight. I just looked at Gardendale. I missed your city. Gardendale, Alabama. Okay. Very good. We're going to have fun tonight, so be sure and join us tonight. Hey, and Bobby, you better invite 3 more people. I'm gonna take a roll call tonight, and everybody's supposed to bring 3 new hams to the show tonight. Over.
Roger. I'll see what I can do, pal. I'll see what I can do. And by the way, I appreciate that the QSL card.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, man. All right. Any other check-ins real quick? Boy, we've made it nearly an hour, and it's starting to pick up here. Even had a few pile-ups. Any more check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. I heard somebody a little weak. Try again.
Kilo Uniform 4, Yankee Mike.
I heard a Kilo Uniform 4 Yankee, I think.
Yankee Mike.
Yeah, I'm not getting that last letter. Yeah, I didn't get the last letter. KU4 Yankee. This is W5 KUB. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, it's Yankee Mike. Yankee Mike.
All right, Yankee Mike. Yankee Mike. I think I got you that time. All right, that looks like David. David in Summerville, South Carolina. Summerville, South Carolina. David, you got kind of weak here, but we got you in here. Thanks a lot for checking in. Any other check-ins? Call now, W5 KUB. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and close the net at 6:25 p.m. We're going to end it. Thanks a lot for everybody for checking in, and hope we see everybody at the show tonight, w5kub.com, 8 p.m. Central Time. And bring a guest, bring another ham. We're going to have a great ham radio get-together tonight. And try to invite 3 hams that you know to the show. 73 to everybody. First, let me check. I'm going to check. There's one more person I'm looking for tonight. Let me see if he's here. I think it's WD8HRO. It may be WA8HRO. Are you here? This is W5 KUB. Okay, didn't hear him. Okay, 73 to everybody. We'll see you tonight. We're going to go start getting ready for the show, and enjoyed having all the check-ins. We had about 25 check-ins tonight. Great turnout. 73, we'll see you later. This is Whiskey 5, Kilo Uniform Bravo.
73 Tom, WZ5X.
5CU.
All right, very good. I heard Jim there, and Bill, you're still in there, so... all right. Well, Bill. Hey, Bill. What else is going on over there, Bill? WZ5X, W5KB.
Oh, not much, Tom. I've been on the air quite a bit here lately with my new radio, and I like it. It's a good radio. Are you still using your Ameritron AL811H? Over.
Bill, I sold it about 2 months ago. I sold the 811H. I also have an AL80B, that I had moved over to and was using it. It's a kilowatt amp, single tube 3-500. But at the Memphis Hamfest a couple months ago, I bought a Alpha 86. It's an Alpha 86. It's a legal limit, 1.5 kilowatt continuous duty. You can put a 1.5 kilowatt on there and lay a brick on the key and come back tomorrow. It's rated for continuous. So that's what I'm on right now. It's an old amp. They made them in about the 80s. But that's what I'm on now. I kept the AL80B here. But I sold the AL80H. I sold it for $600, and I paid $700 for this Alpha. Over.
Oh, well, that's good then. Yeah, I'm still using mine, still satisfied with it. That might be the next project I get is a bigger amp, but I'm satisfied with this one. It seems to work okay, and yours is doing a fantastic job. You were over 20 over 9 at that transmission, so you're doing real good. I gave the radio, the TS570D I bought in 1999. You remember that? I bought it and gave it away today. I got a friend of mine. He's on disability, so I gave it to him. And I still got one TS570D and one TS570S. I thought I'd reward myself on my 80th birthday. It's been 20 years since I bought a new rig, so I bought one. W5KUB, WZ5X.
Well, that's great, Bill. And hey, the older you get, you start thinking about things like that. You know, you can't take it with you, and you might as well have some fun. I bought several radios here the last couple of years. I bought a 7300 here, and I've used it almost maybe less than an hour or so. And this year I bought me the 7610, the ICOM 7610, and like it. So I start to think, you know, I might need to spend a little money here, man. You know, can't take it with you. Over.
That's right, Tom. Exactly. That's what I thought too. Can't take it with you, and we're not getting any younger, you know. So might as well enjoy some. Not much going on here. I went to see my granddaughter graduate from high school a couple of weeks ago up in Springfield, Virginia, and I had a great time. Stayed up there about 3 days. Went to the Museum of the Bible up there. If you're ever in D.C., go see the Museum of the Bible. W5KUB, WZ5X.
All right, Bill, real good. Hey, let me see if Jim's still in here. He yelled at me. Jim, WA4 DAW. You still there? W5KUB. All right, he must have. He signed out. Jim's a buddy of mine down in South Carolina there, and didn't want to cut him out here. All right, yeah. If we ever get up that way, we'll sure do that. We'll get by there, and man. Kathy's been wanting to go to Washington D.C. and up to New York. She's never been up that way, so we may plan a trip here someday soon and do that. All right, I guess our next Ham Fest will be Huntsville in a couple months. So boy, I got to start working on that real soon and start getting prizes again. That's a lot of work, but we'll be starting up on that soon. All right, Bill, man, it's good to talk to you. Let's see how much difference this amp's making. I'm going to turn the amp off and see. Give me a signal report right now. So right now we're running the AL80. Now we're running the Alpha 86. Okay, here we go. All right, the amp is turned off now. Well, that's about 36 watts. You're probably not hearing me, are you?
You're about 15 over 9, Tom.
That's what with the amp, right? Not with the amp off.
That's with the amp off. You're 15 over 9. You're peaking over 20 over 9. You're about 25 over 9 with the amp on. Over.
Well, you're pushing close to 20 yourself, so 811H is doing a real good job here. Okay, well, very good. Well, you know, this amp on the drive is very low. I've got the rig set at 38 watts. 38 watts to get me a full kilowatt. So when I switched that off, I was actually on 38 watts. Over.
Wow, that's something. I put about 65 watts in this amp. However, I don't get much more wattage out on the amp between 35 and 65 input on the amp. But anyway, I drive at about 65 watts, and this antenna will only handle about 700 watts. But that's good enough. Pretty good. Also, when you go to D.C., Tom, go to Trump International. I've been up there twice. Bobby had not been, so we went again and saw Trump International. It's just something to see too. Over.
All right. Well, if we get over that way, I'll get you to send me a list of must-see places, and we'll try to get by there. All right, Bill. Let me sign here. It's about 1 hour till we start the pre-show, and I think everything's all right. I need to check the equipment out and make sure Microsoft is not doing any upgrades right before the show. So I say 73 to you. Good to hear you, man, and great signal in here. See you later, Bill. WZ5X, W5KUB.
Okay, Tom. Always good to talk to you. Enjoyed it. W5KUB, WZ5X clear.
Hey, Tom, before you go, what's the topic going to be tonight?
The topic tonight, and who was that asked that?
Yes, KJ4 Zulu Mike Victor, Terrencton, Indiana.
Oh, hey, Terrence. Okay, hey, tonight we're going to open a show with Rich from CQ just to get a peek into what's coming up next month. But we're going to talk about, and I'm sure we may even get into, Katie may get into some field day stuff. She does a lot of field day stuff, and probably will have some pictures and things, but I'm most interested in Bill Brown is going to be with us again. He's joined us. He's the master of high altitude balloons, and he just launched, had a big balloon launch in Iowa last week. We'll talk a little about that. And he builds the sky tracker systems that hang from these balloons that will transmit their position by GPS and everything. And we're going to be talking about launching our next balloon. We have not made it around the world yet. Our first balloon made it all the way across China and Japan, and it went down in a storm there. 14,000 miles in 14 days. But we're going to try to do a super duper one here soon. We'll probably be talking about that tonight. Over.
Hey, Roger on that there. Man, it's going to be some very interesting radios this evening, so I look forward to taking part in the festivities this evening. Well, you're sounding good, my friend. Beautiful signal coming into Clarksville, Indiana. I see on your desk on the internet that you're running the 991 Alpha as well. That's on top of there. Curious to know, have you ever tried that with C4 FM or the C4? Correction, on the digital mode. Let's just talk about the digital mode. Have you ever used the digital mode on HF, over?
I have not. I've used that rig very little, that 991 up here on the top shelf. You spotted it. I've got a Kenwood TS570 here that I've got a RigPi on. I was a beta tester for RigPi, and that makes it a remote station. You can dial in, or you can anywhere internet connection. As long as you got a browser, I can operate that TS570 on any band. And I've got a 7300, I've got a 7610 here, and I got a TS2000. I'm gonna put the TS2000 back on satellite here pretty soon. But back to 991, I have not used any of the digital modes of the C4. I don't even know how to do it. I did recently pick up a IP radio. It's no antenna. It's just a box in a microphone, and it will do DMR, D-Star, and Fusion all in the same box, and it just plugs into your Ethernet, or it plugs into a Wi-Fi here. So I've got that, and I need to start playing with it a little bit more there. Terrence, over.
Yeah, Roger. Okay. Well, good deal. Good deal. I was just noticing that because I saw the beautiful radios up there that you have. I own the 991 Alpha as well. I'm on the 3000 right now, and do have a 1200 as well. Love the Yaesu rigs, man. So okay. Well, I'm not going to tie it up any no further ado. Let you get busy and do the things that you have to do to prep for your class, because I know it's going to your show tonight. For your class, your show. Hey, take care, my friend. All the best to you there, Tom. Sounding good as always. Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo, KJ4 Zulu Mike Victor. I'll be clear, my friend.
All right, very good. KJ4 Zulu Mike Victor, W5 KUB. All right, well, hey, good to talk to you again. You always have a great signal down this way, Terrence, and we'll see you again. I'm gonna go start getting ready for the show here in just a couple minutes. 73. And let's have fun with ham radio. This is W5 KUB.
Roger.
Have a good time. We'll catch you later. N4CSG.
Okay, Chris, see you later. W5 KUB.